Okay, guys, let's start. People have joined. Uh, can you guys see my screen and hear me well?
Yes.
Okay. So this recovery, the backup has been completed, right? I click on restore. This is what I see, and from here we can start the recovery. Okay. First thing we are going to do is create a new virtual machine. Okay. To restore and replace, we should have our virtual machine uh, in stop mode. So as of now, our virtual machine is up and running. So we're going to create an isolated machine. So this is what we are trying to do. First one, okay. Restore VM as a new VM. Okay. So if I go ahead here, click on the restore option, this is what I get. I'll select the latest point. Here it is. Whatever I have deleted before 254, I will not see it. Whatever I have deleted after 254, I'll see it. So let's see what all option do we see here. Creating a new machine, and we'll name it as new machine from backup, something like this. New VM from backup. Just for our understanding, we'll see it once quickly and then leave it. You can create a new uh, virtual network. That is always recommended to just avoid conflicts and everything. It's always recommended that you create a new virtual network and you go ahead and restore it there. But if it is not there, it's okay. For our practical, we are not doing that. Now we required one storage account. Why do we need this storage account? If you read this, that this storage account, this is for temporary movement when your data from a vault or from your backup storage account, wherever it is coming to you as a virtual machine. So it would require one temporary storage account. So you should have one temporary storage account in that particular region where you are trying to restore your machine in that particular resource group, etc. Okay, so let's create one storage account. So I'm going ahead here and creating one storage account. And this storage account, guys, soft delete should not be enabled here. So I'll go here and my machine is in, let's see, because we're using same VNet, everything we are, so it is in East-US. I'm going to create my storage account here. It is just for the staging purpose. If you understand what is the staging purpose, just a temporary to move your data from one place to another. They will use it as just a temporary thing. Okay, I'm going to use the same resource group, the backup one. This is what we are practicing. I'll say temp storage account. I just put UT because then that name was not available. It doesn't matter which I take here. I'll go ahead with LRS. It's okay if it is, yeah. Okay, soft delete everything here under recovery. I'm disabling. At the time of practice, make sure you come back to this video and check what all options did we select. I'm not sure if it will work. Let's see. If it doesn't work, we'll have to go through the complete details that what should be the properties of that storage account. One was definitely that soft delete enable should not be there. But let's see. Once this storage account is ready, I should see it here. I may have to come back here and we'll select that and then we'll click on restore. So this is what we are doing. We are restoring this backup as a new virtual machine. When we are creating a new virtual machine, we don't have to worry about our existing machine. If it is on, it is off, it doesn't matter. But when we are replacing this existing machine, this should be off. So we'll have to turn it off when we do our uh, replace practical. So this has been created. Let me refresh it. So this is the point I'm going to select because we have only one point. Okay, I'm still not able to see it. We'll have to wait for some time. But I didn't want to create that while you guys were away, hence I had to wait. Okay, here that your storage account should appear. You can go to your recovery service vault. From there, you can select an option to restore. You can come to your virtual machine. You can click here on backup, and from here you can select restore. All these options will take you to the same place. So I hope it appears now. Let's see. Okay, it's still not appearing, guys. So let's go ahead and restore it using another option. And meanwhile, I hope that storage account will appear. So for anything, whether you're restoring this machine to new or to old, you will require one storage account. Look at this. So even if I'm replacing it, it will ask for a storage account. Surprisingly, it is appearing here. Okay, let's say it looks like it is here. So new VM from backup. I've clicked on restore. It is validating the data. It is triggering the restore. So either you can check it here or you can go back to your service recovery vault. This is the one we have created. You can check the backup item under backup. What are the jobs which are in progress? You can see. Let's see how many restore options are in progress. Can you see what is the operation now? This is not being backed up. What is it happening now, guys? It is being
Restore.
restored. So once it is there completely done, you'll simply have a virtual machine with the name which we have created. You'll have to go and log in and you'll see all your files whichever are there before that time when the backup was taken. Now, even if this takes time, I'm not sure how much time will it take, but let's see how much time it takes. But after this, you'll simply have a virtual machine, nothing else, a plain virtual machine. जैसे virtual machine हम देखते हैं, that's it. You log into that virtual machine using same user ID, same password, everything will be same because your C drive was also copied. Every function and everything was copied. It will be an exact clone, a replica of your virtual machine. Regards to that timestamp जब भी ये backup लिया गया था. After that, if you have changed something, those changes are not going to imply. For example, if I've created one document here, or let's say in this one also, This document will not be there. What all details will be there in that machine? Whatever was there before the snapshot or before the backup was taken. Is it clear, guys? How do you restore a machine?
Yes.
Okay. So this
Yes.
is one method. The another method is, I am not sure if it is a good idea to restore from one backup multiple instances, but we don't have any option. So let's try. Okay. So the other option we have is uh, replacing the virtual machine, which I don't want to do right now. Okay, we'll do that later. So and then the third option is, as we read here, there are total 4 options. These
File
3 options
recovery
we
was
discussed. File recovery, right?
file
Restore
file
disk we haven't
recovery.
discussed yet. Restore disk, I'll show it to you. Okay, so the third one is file recovery. So let's go ahead and start the file recovery. Okay, so this is what you can click on if you want file recovery. Click on file recovery. Select a point. Obviously, we have only one point here, but you will have multiple points here. When your virtual machine is being backed up daily, you will have multiple points. So you have to download something from here. See, backup and restore and replication, these all are time taking practicals, guys. You have to do it at your pace. Make sure you do it. Make sure you, when you guys are doing it, try the schedule backup also. Now, what did I do? I did the on demand backup where I went ahead and I right click and I backed up on demand. What I'm expecting you guys to do it, create a virtual machine, take smallest size. Do not take large because backup में वैसे ही बहुत ज्यादा आप लोगों का funds उसमें ये हो जाएगा. So take smallest size machine का भी, उसमें data भी मुश्किल से 1-2 MB का ही रखो आप जो फाइल है, because you just have to see it कि recover हो रहा है या नहीं, right? You don't have to see कि large data recover हो रहा है या नहीं. You just want to see whether functionality is working or not. So take small file, एक आधा test उसमें document रख लो, and then schedule a backup. Let's say till 2 o'clock you're working, schedule a backup for 3 o'clock. 1 घंटे छोड़ दो उसको, let the machine be running, doesn't matter. uh, and I told you कि जब machine turn off होगी तब भी आपका backup हो जाएगा. To set up the backup, machine should be on. लेकिन एक बार setup हो चुका है ना, वो pass पे आ जाता है, तो turn off machine में भी आपका backup हो जाएगा. Come back at 4 o'clock, see if 3 o'clock backup was done successfully, and then delete the original file from original VM, and then try to restore it from again 3 p.m. So that file should be there. Okay, so this is how it works. You click on file recovery, you get one script to download. I'm downloading it. Keep it on my desktop. This I'm doing on my physical machine, guys. Okay, I'm not on Azure machine now. I can do it on some other machine also, and I can do it on the same Azure virtual machine also. जिससे ये delete हुआ है ना, वहां से भी कर सकते हैं. Or I can share this with you guys. आप लोग भी कर सकते हैं आपके end पे. Or you can share it with client or anyone, right? With that, you'll require this password. Okay. So anyone, one of you want to do it, or do you want me to do it on my screen? Any volunteer, guys? Okay, let me do it. No problem. So, are you guys getting it now? Where is this, guys? Can you confirm this location? Are you sure that are you getting the steps? This is my physical computer we are talking about. I am not connected to Azure virtual machine now. So I've got this to download, and let's say that I've got the password. You will have to share these two details with your client. Okay. So I have to run this. I've got a pop-up where I have to say yes. Maybe you guys cannot see it. कभी कभार screen share में नहीं दिखता है वो. So I got a pop-up. I clicked on yes, and this is how it looks. It is asking me for a password. Which password? Which password, guys? Which password will I use here?
For file recovery, the password that we
Here it
see
is.
on the page.
Yes, this is the password. You have to share it. Before I go ahead and hit here, let me show it to you. What do I have on my current virtual machine? What do I have? If I go to my PC, I have my C drive, I have media file, I have software study, these 4 drives, and a G drive sync. Okay, 5 drives I have. Now let's see. Here, if I hit that and hit enter, it is running a script and I have got this information over the notepad. Okay, this is how it looked. It is still running. Okay, here it is. It showed some instructions on one notepad and this appeared. Here I have to press Y and that's it. You don't even have to hit enter. Just had to press Y. This appeared automatically, guys. Okay, I just had to right click on that, run as an administrator. This appeared. I had to press Y. And with this, there was one notepad also with instruction. You don't have to worry about it. And you can still see this is my these are my disks. इसमें मेरा एक अपना Google Drive है, remaining are my local drive. दो disk है मेरे laptop से attached. This is what I'm looking at now. As of now, this is what we have. See, it is preparing the target. Connection successful. Please wait while we attach the recovery point. And once it is done, you will have to unmount the disk from here, or it will be unmounted in how many hours? Yes, guys, how much
12
time will
hours.
it take? 12 hours,
12
right?
hours.
Can you see, guys? 15 GB disk. Can you see the test file? And where am I? I am on my physical machine. I am not,
Physical machine.
yes, I'm not on Azure virtual machine. I am on my physical machine. Here it is, guys. So do you know how, now you know how to recover it using file recovery option? Because here I did not want the machine, कुछ नहीं चाहिए था, मुझको बस एक file चाहिए थी. I'll copy this, simply right click, copy to my local drive, and that's it. I'll ask my Azure admin to unmount the disk. But machine had two disks, if you guys remember. मशीन में एक तो आपका 15 GB का ड्राइव था, एक और कौन सा ड्राइव होगा, एक और कौन सी डिस्क होगी? OS disk. So where is that OS disk? Do you see that OS disk here?
No.
You don't see it?
Not for
Yes,
that
look at-
machine. For your machine, we can see the first one, which is already
Look
there,
at it
Windows
properly.
C.
Yeah, look at it properly. Yeah, the C1 is my machine.
Oh yes, yeah. I'm sorry. It's
Edge
there.
drive.
On the
Can you
right,
see
on
the
the
Edge
right,
drive?
Google Drive. Yes.
The Google Drive is my Google Drive, guys. These five
Yeah,
were already there.
right. I meant to say on the right to your Google.
Yes,
On the
yeah.
Google.
The Windows, this one. This is for my Azure virtual machine. Now, if I had something on desktop वाला फाइल कहाँ पर सेव होता है? Can anyone tell me? मशीन पे जो डेस्कटॉप पे फाइल था, वो कहाँ पर सेव होता है? इस ड्राइव में होता है, इस ड्राइव में होता है? Which drive?
C drive, H drive.
C drive में होता है normally. I mean system drive. Let's not call it C or something. It is normally in your system drive. Okay, so it is in system drive. So you will go ahead and open that system drive. System drive में कहाँ पर होता है? Anyone knows?
Users desktop.
Users. अब users में you will ask which user were you logged in as. यहाँ पर multiple users दिखेंगे आपको, right? But we know that we were as tap out. I'm not sure if we are going to see that file or not, because I think I deleted that file before our backup was started.
Backup.
No, so I don't think so that file is available, and I'm not able to access this tap out user. Why? Because this tap out was a administrator on a server, so it is difficult to use, and you don't have to worry about it, right? This is something Windows thing. And by the way, this folder is empty. Can you guys see it? So the file is not there, in short. But that's okay, because we deleted that before we take our backup. Which file we did not delete? That file is still available here. This file is still available. So is it clear, guys? The file recovery thing, is it clear to all of you? Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe, confusion, doubt, anything? Amit,
So
Asif,
it all
Ibrahim,
began.
Hussain.
It all begins with the uh, downloading the script, right?
Yes.
First, you need to download the script
Simple
and run
options.
the command
Click on
line. The
file.
command
Yeah,
line.
click on file recovery. Select the point, and then download this executable. Share it with your client. Share the password. Ask client to right click, do it, and that's all. उसके आगे का काम वैसे भी क्लाइंट खुद ही करेगा. You won't go ahead and work on his Windows machine or Linux machine. ये सब नहीं करने वाले हो आप, right?
Yes.
So is it clear to everyone? The last option you have to do is unmount the disk. If you don't do it, 12 घंटे में वैसे ही हो जाएगी. You simply unmount the disk and now you will see कि ये disk यहाँ से अपने आप disappear हो जाएंगे. It is in progress. You can simply close this one. Close करने से ये नहीं चला जाएगा, okay? That is a different step I was talking about. You can close that. ये जाएगा तभी when you click unmount here or the 12 hours are passed. And that is the reason they say do not use this method for more than 10 GB. Because इसका download वगैरह speed भी काफी slow होता है. When you try to copy something from here, it is very slow. And there are highly chances कि आपका data आधा ही copy हुआ और 12 hours में वो unmount हो जाएगा. Okay, so it is still in progress. Once this is done, it will be gone. Let's go ahead and check कि हमारे उस machine का क्या status है. The one which we are creating as a new machine. So looks like it has been completed, surprisingly. Let's see. So do we have a new machine, guys? Can you see? New VM from backup. This is the name I used. So I'll try to take remote to this machine. Guys, are you getting it? I hope this is not confusing you, right? I'm showing two things at a time because वो restore होने में वैसे ही time लगता है, so it's not a wise idea to just keep looking at the screen and wait. I'm using same user ID and password. Why? Because my C drive was also copied और सारे username वगैरह जो है सब कुछ अच्छे से copy हो गया है. But did you notice one thing, guys? Machine का नाम क्या बता रहा था? OS level पे same UT-Kloud VM1 ही बता रहा था, जो आपका existing है वैसे ही बता रहा था. So let's say if that file is here. Here it is. So it was copied, guys. वहां पर file share में सिर्फ इसलिए नहीं दिख रहा because I'm not able to open that tap out वाला account. But now if you see, this is my new VM and this is the old VM. So मेरे delete करने से पहले ही जो है file copy हो गया था. At the left hand side, I have my old VM. And the right hand side, I have my new VM, which I have restored from the backup. So this file was I deleted. उससे पहले I think restore वो हो गया था. इस file को उसने capture कर लिया था. That is the reason we can see this file here. Now, if I go to F drive of this new machine, will I see this test2 file?
No, no, because we created after the backup. First, we assigned the backup and then we created the test2.
Right. But still, for the verification purpose, we'll go ahead and check that. Here it is. So similarly, अगर इसको हम delete भी कर देते, कुछ और भी कर देते, उसके बाद that is not going to affect here, because this is a copy of a particular time जहां पर वो backup complete हो चुका था. Is it clear, guys, to everyone?
Yes.
Two options are clear.
Yes.
That how to restore as a new VM and how to use how to recover using file. Okay. Now the third option we have is, let's go to that machine again. So storage account में वो जो आपका security वाला है जिसमें soft delete वगैरह, उसको सबको अनचेक कर देना. Backup, restore, restore VM. Okay, not file recovery. File recovery में एक ही option है, we have done it. Restore VM में we have 3 options. We did 1. And here you could have multiple options. हमारे पास फिलहाल एक ही है यहाँ पर because we have taken a manual backup. ऑन डिमांड बैकअप एंड दैट्स इट. सो क्रिएट न्यू, एक वर्चुअल मशीन बनानी है मुझको न्यू, ठीक है. इफ आई हैव सेलेक्टेड दिस ऑप्शन, ये हमने करके देखा, इसने क्या बना दिया, डायरेक्टली एक न्यू वर्चुअल मशीन बना दी. बट व्हाट एम आई सेइंग कि यार आप रीस्टोर करके रख लो डिस्क, मशीन में देख लूंगा कब बनाना है. ओके ओके, अगेन आई विल रिक्वायर वन, I'll need one storage account. Yeah. Okay. So same what will happen after this, what will happen guys, इसके बाद क्या होता है ना, ये सब होने के बाद एक डिस्क आपको इस तरह से दिखती है. I can show it to you if you want. अगर हम वो भी करके देखते हैं, एक स्टोरेज अकाउंट बना लूंगा मैं. Let's say time, if time permits. इस तरह से आपको एक डिस्क दिखेगी, simple. And using that disk, whenever you want later, you either you can attach this disk to some other computer or you can create a VM using that disk. Got it? Is guys yes, no, maybe?
Yes, yes, sir.
And it's not necessary to create a VM. What else can you do with that disk? You can go to some other VM, attach that disk as a data disk, right? As a data disk. और फिर आप उसको कैसे यूटिलाइज कर पाओगे, जैसे हम लोगों ने यहाँ पर देखा था. Like we saw it here. We'll go there user वगैरह में जाके. And by the way, can you see here? ये unmount हो गए अपने आप. Okay. Let's see if I can create a storage account quickly and restore it from there.
Shulba, you already made storage accounts within the same region and within the same
That is not
subscription as well.
coming up. I don't know why.
It's not, it should show.
Yeah. It should show, but that is not appearing. So this one appeared. So I'm just trying to look at the properties of this one. It was LRS, so it's fine. V2, it's fine. Yeah, it's LRS. Under data protection, everything is unchecked. So on similar properties, I have created another one. Okay, East US. Oh, that didn't get created, I guess, because I don't
Last
see any
one,
storage account.
the last one,
Temps.
temp storage. That is the one we created today, like the last session.
Okay, then it appeared. So it has been used already. Like let's create one more then. इसको तो हमने यूज कर लिया ना वहां पर, इसमें अभी भी स्टेजिंग अकाउंट में वो होगा. दैट इज द रीजन मे बी इट इज नॉट अपीयरिंग. सो लेट्स क्रिएट अनदर वन क्विकली एंड आई विल शो इट टू यू, डिस्क वाला ऑप्शन. एंड पोस्ट दैट विल सी द रिप्लेस के लिए हमको अपना ये मशीन जो है इसको बंद करना पड़ेगा. Don't make any changes guys while creating this temporary storage account. Don't make any changes other than this data protection. Uncheck all. Rest everything we are keeping default options, and don't worry about it कि हमने क्यों किया, ये क्यों नहीं किया. You don't have to worry about it. When you will be doing, you will get to know everything कि आपको ये चेक करना है, उसमें अनचेक करना है, क्या रखना है, क्या नहीं रखना है. You will get the complete details with your build sheet, with your low level diagram. Everything will be there, so you don't have to worry about it. So only 10 minutes are left. We'll try to do whichever is possible. एक डिस्क का देखते हैं, रिप्लेस वाला अगर पॉसिबल होता है तो we'll do it. Replace is very simple. I hope you understand, guys, right? यहाँ पर आना है आपको, बस select करना है, and that's it. You click on restore. आपका वो machine चला जाएगा हमेशा के लिए, and then you will have a new machine. At first, let's see the disk one. जिस hierarchy में हमने पढ़ा है, we'll try in the same one. Restore. Select the point. Create new, restore disk. Okay, I see both options now. It is in progress, guys. Can I shut down my machine? Do you think that's going to impact something? If I shut down my machine, let's say that I shut down my machine. Will something happen to my restore process?
No.
Why not? What is the logic behind it?
So you said no, that you while doing the restore, you said in the last session that while doing the restore, even you need to keep the machine closed kinds.
No,
The
that
machine
is to
does not need to be
replace.
on.
That is to replace. I'm not replacing it,
Okay.
right? I'm making a new copy. That is to replace the machine.
That you created a new machine. That you created a new virtual machine.
So let's say while creating a new machine, what if I
Hmm.
shut down my existing machine? Will it impact, guys? What do you think? Amit, Hussain, Ibrahim, Mansha, what about
No.
others? What do you guys think?
No.
If I shut down, if no, what is the logic? Why?
It is already there on Azure, right? You're not stopping the machine. It's not like you're completely deallocating the machine. It's just you're closing, you're shutting, you're giving a shutdown command to the VM. You're not stopping it completely. Like,
Let's say I stop it completely. Then what? Is it going to impact?
yeah, it may impact. I'm not certain, but there
No,
is
it
a
will not.
possibility.
It will not, because your restore is not being done from your machine. Your machine doesn't matter at all. It has been backed up, and a backup is an isolated copy. Clear? That is the reason. Answer is correct, but the logic behind that is it is being done from your backup, and the backup is an isolated copy. It has nothing to do, no dependency on your running machine. Even if your running machine is crashed completely, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, so now if I go ahead and check the restore items, if I go here,
So it goes same for the replace option as well. For the one you're doing right now, for the replacing the VM. Even if the previous VM is like stopped, it would not impact, right?
no, it will not. I mean, in fact, that is by the way, I'm not replacing the VM now. What we are doing here is we are replacing the disk. We are creating the disk. VM replace, we haven't started yet.
Okay.
We haven't started that yet. But yes, to replace the VM, in fact, that is the recommended way, that you do it only when your VM is shut down. That is the only time you will replace your VM.
Replace.
Otherwise,
Replace.
you always use another option and whatever other options you have.
Okay, so it should be completely stop deallocated, right? Or just shut down. Like just you need to stop it from the portal, or just a shutdown is fine. Like,
No, it's shutdown is also okay, or you can stop it. Always it's better option to stop it. Stop from the portal.
portal.
Stop from the portal. That is always a recommended option. Backup, if I see here, jobs, it has been done. So now if I see disks, or you'll be able to see it here also. It has been completed. Yeah, it has been completed. So if you go ahead, now we already have too many disks. OS disk. So here it is, guys. This is how you will see the disk when you do the restore with disk, this is how you will see it. Now with these disks, you create a new VM, it's up to you, or you attach it to some other VM, it is up to you. Is it clear? This is how it looks like. When you do restore option, let me show it to you that which option did we use here. This is the machine which we used. You go to backup. We selected restore VM, selected our restore point. After restore point, if you select create new virtual machine, we saw what happens. If you select restore disk, this is the result, that only disk will be restored. There will be no virtual machine nahi banegi. Now you can attach that disk to your existing virtual machine. किसी भी disk में as a data disk, किसी भी virtual machine में as a data disk लगा लो, वहां से आप अपना data जो है वो recover कर लो. One more option we saw, your file recovery, and the last option which we have is replace your existing VM. For this, you'll have to shut down your machine, stop your machine, and then do this. So I'll leave this practical for you guys because we have only 2 minutes. We will not be able to complete this. So perform one restore practical with replace existing option. Rest of them I have already shown, it is in video. You want to go ahead and watch the video and learn it, or if you want to practice, that is most welcome, well and good. But if you don't want to do the practical, at least go ahead and watch these videos. In this video, we have done 3 methods successfully. Fourth one, I'm leaving up to you guys. So anyone has any doubt, guys, in these steps? We went a bit fast today, but it wasn't possible. If we don't do that, it will keep extending. So anyone has any doubt?
No.
Okay, then guys, let me close the session. I'll send the task and questions. You have complete week. Please make sure that you complete all the tasks. Please make sure that you go through with all the questions. And whenever you do the practical, do not delete. I will check these practicals and then I'll delete it. Screenshots will not help in this one. So you do your practical, ping me whenever I get time. I'll check them and I'll delete them. And I'll let you know. If I don't delete them, I'll let you know to delete it. Okay, guys. See you next week then.
Okay.
Thank you.